What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. Why is Joseph laughing already?
Sorry, it just sounds like you're
You
doing.
started
It
talking.
just sounds like you're doing ASMR. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to use It's weird because at my apartment I talk differently than I talk here, so I don't know.
Do you talk? Why do you
But
talk
anyways,
differently? You scared of?
I don't know.
You scared of who you are, Ben?
It's no, no. But so yeah, this is episode 126. We did an episode a couple weeks ago, um, but it was in person, so I'm still editing it, so I'm sorry for
It's
that.
okay. It's all good.
But it'll be out in soon. Joseph just gave me a great idea
I'm
that I
glad.
had not thought about for some reason.
Hey, baby steps. That's why we learn.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, it's been a minute. Joseph, how have you been?
Good, bro. Good. I miss you, man. I feel like I haven't talked to you in just like a long time in general, just because of life stuff.
Yeah,
So it's good to be back.
yeah.
I just got back from a trip today, so I've been traveling. I know you've been all over the place too, in Georgia and
Hmm.
Texas, and now you're back here, and it's like, yeah, it's just been a minute. So we've been busy. It's funny how it always works out like this in the sense that like we always are like summers. This is it. The summers when we go hard, and it's just like it's our
It's
busiest
just
time.
not.
It's so busy.
Yeah,
So
it's so weird.
yeah, but it happens. It's all good. We still are making the most of it, and we're up. So it's been good. I can't complain. There's been a lot in the news lately, but since I've been traveling, I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't caught up with all of the latest shows. I think I'm caught up with Vigilantes, but I'm not gonna lie. Fire Force. I was actually texting good friend, fan of the pod, Weezums. He told me Fire Force episode was mid, and so I was in no rush to watch it, to be honest. And then, but
See,
I mean, that's his opinion
I've been
though.
thinking.
So
I've been thinking that Fire's Force has been pretty good this season, or at
really,
least the recent episodes. I haven't seen last week's episode, but
hmm
um, like two or three episodes before that, it was really interesting
hmm
because it dipped into a lot of the lore of the show
yes,
and stuff
yeah,
like
that
that.
was fun. I liked that with Captain
Yeah,
Hibana. Is that her name? The fifth captain.
yeah, her and then all the nuns.
Yes, yeah. So that was interesting. Yes, but regardless, yeah, I haven't been caught up with the shows fully, but it's okay because luckily there's just been, since we have been busy, there's been a lot going on in our lives, and it's been fun to talk about it. I haven't really talked to Ben in a minute, so it'll be good to catch up here. We're excited. We're right before we're filming this. We're actually gonna go watch Dawn to Dawn tonight. So I'm very excited. Obviously, since I this is the few times where I've read the manga and Ben hasn't, so I know what to expect.
Yeah.
So I am just ecstatic. It's such a good arc. It is so crazy. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm
Hmm.
excited. The backstory is really good, and the lore that's about to get dropped in this movie is gonna be fun. So I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. It's
Yeah.
good.
So I'm assuming this arc focuses a lot around Gigi, right?
Yes, yeah. It's centered all around her.
Okay, that's
hmm
good. I really like him. We
hmm
didn't really see much of him in season one, so
And from what I've been noticing, a lot of what happens in this arc kind of sets up the rest of the plot so far that's been moving forward. So this is an important arc, at least for like what's going on in the next couple of continuations of probably what will be all of season two. It'll probably be all focusing around
yeah.
this arc, what happens in this arc. So it's exciting. It's important. It's good. It's going to cover a lot of stuff. So I'm very excited. But besides that, I've also been doing a lot of reading, Ben.
Hmm.
I'm so ecstatic, bro. I showed it off in the video I made, but I finally got the Bleach box set, so it's right there.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome. I've been skimming through each volumes, and oh my god, it's so awesome. It's so cool getting to see all the iconic parts. I'm definitely gonna read it all after Ben. I finish reading JoJolion because I finally started JoJolion, which is the eighth part of JoJo's for all of you all who do not know, and I love it. It's been great so far. It's definitely what I'd say has the most unique stands, and it's awesome. It's like a such a twist on part four. It's a murder mystery, and or not a murder mystery, yeah, kind of a murder mystery, and it is just so cool. It's like so supernatural driven, and I love it. I'm loving it so far. It's so cool how it connects to the lore of Steel Ball Run, which is
Mhm.
coming soon in anime form. So I'm very excited to see how it all plays out. But it's long, dude. It's I get why people are like this took 10 years to finish, dude. It's like cuz each chapter I've been reading it for like almost a week now, and it's 20. I'm only on chapter 25, and that's because, dude, each chapter is like 40 pages, bro. They're long chapters, and oh my god, and there's 110 chapters, so I'm trying to get through it. I'm chipping at it, but it's a grind, but it's awesome. The art is so good too. I'm absolutely loving the art, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what's to come with that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Always good to read JoJo's content.
Yeah. And I know you said you might be starting Stillball Run soon? Question mark?
Yeah, I think because like what you just said earlier, how it's like we say it's summer, we're gonna do all these things
Yeah.
because we think we're not gonna be busy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't expect to be this busy. I
No,
think
yeah.
I will read it. I will read it before I start my new job.
Whoa. Okay. That's a big
I'll give
claim.
myself a
You
deadline.
have a month. It's a month. Almost, yeah,
Yeah,
little over a month. That's crazy, Ben. It's a bold
'cause
statement.
I
It's a
think
bold claim.
whenever I moved in
Mm-hmm.
over there, I'm not gonna have anything to do
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Hopefully, you said you might be getting needing to do a lot of apartment stuff. So,
Yeah.
but
Hopefully, it'll only take me a couple days to get moved in.
yes, hopefully that is the plan. I'm actually gonna be, yeah, at the end of July. We're actually gonna be. We'll see how how our whole schedule goes this summer, man. Because you're gonna be moving into a new place. I am too. At the end of July,
Yeah.
you'll be moving in the middle. We might be kind of moving in around the same time. So you'll be
Yeah.
readjusting. I'll be just adjusting too. So, oh man, it's scary times, scary times. But we're gonna try and stick with this as much as possible, obviously. So bear with us. But you guys have been so supportive, man. We're at like 241 subs, man, and so
W.
yeah. So it's a hefty uphill battle, but yeah, I mean, since I was on the topic of JoJo's, Ben, I also wanted to tell you I've been playing All Star Battle R more. It's so much fun. I bought some of the
Really?
DLC characters. I bought Metallica and Wonder of You because these, part 8, and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely one of my favorite fighting games right now. But it was also interesting because I just saw, Ben. I don't know if you saw as well, that today they just announced that there's going to be an Invincible fighting game,
I
and
saw
it
that.
looks pretty
Yeah.
cool, to be honest. I don't know if I'm gonna get it just because it looks like, again, like every other fighting game.
I don't. I didn't look into it a lot, but people were saying it was a mobile game, which kind
Oh,
of
it is. Oh, I thought it was just a regular. Oh, interesting. Huh.
I don't. I don't know how true that is because I didn't look into it. But I saw like 3 or 4 comments saying like it's a shame that this license is wasted on a mobile game, and I'm like, oh,
Oh, that would really suck.
mobile games.
I know it's by Skybound. I don't know if that
Yeah,
matters. I feel like they've made stuff that I've seen before in the past. Hmm.
they made a. Speaking of mobile games, they made a Destiny mobile game, or they're making one,
How's that
which
going?
is really interesting. It's like, it's not even by like Bungie,
Hmm.
it's by just another game company, and
Yeah.
Bungie just like gave them the okay to like use Destiny in its universe. But like, it's weird because there's a lot of cool things in the mobile game, and a lot of the players of Destiny are like, why can't we just have this in the normal game?
Yeah.
But that's a whole other story.
Did
I think
you
just mobile games in general are like a dying breed, I feel
You think
like.
so? I feel like it's kind of the opposite, no? I feel like mobile games are pretty big.
Well, I know like Balatro was super popular,
I've never
and
heard
that
of
was
that.
on mobile too.
Oh,
You never heard of Balatro?
no.
They won Game of the Year last year. The card game. It's like poker, kind of.
No, I've never heard of
You've
this.
definitely seen this, Joseph.
Are you sure?
Yes, look it up.
But what is it called? Bellatro?
Balatro.
Bellatro. A mobile game won Game of the Year.
Well, it's like it's on everything, but it's also on the phone too.
What the heck is this? I've never seen
How have you
this.
not seen this? Okay, well, I guess to be fair, I had never heard of it until it won, but ever since it won, I keep seeing like really niche memes and references to it.
Dude, I am so out of the video game scene. It's like very depressing, actually. I remember how, I don't know if it's just a case of we're getting older, but like I remember I used to be so invested in like E3, the Game of the Year awards, but like nowadays I'm just like, and my friends, some of my friends, like my old friends I was catching up with who are still like big into video games, are like, "Oh, what have you been playing recently?" And I'm just like, "Dude, I'm still playing just Call of Duty, I guess. That's kind of it. But like it's weird. I don't know. I've like Balatro, like I've never heard of that. That's so interesting. It's kind of sad. It kind of honestly made me a little sad
Well,
how excited I used to get for video games, and like, oh, I want to play
yeah,
this,
like
buy this, but I don't know.
the past couple days I've seen or I saw that um what was it? PlayStation or Sony was doing their state of play or whatever
Hmm.
it's called, and they showcased a bunch of games. And then Xbox, I think it was yesterday, they did theirs.
Yeah,
But like I didn't really know that was happening in advance. Like I just kind
yeah,
of saw it like the day of, and I
yeah.
saw the games that are coming out.
Hmm.
Like I feel like before I would have tuned in and watched those,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
yeah. But
No, it
on
was
that note,
depressing.
Xbox, they're coming out with their own handheld console, and
Oh.
they're like inching towards partnering with Steam, which is huge if that happens.
Oh my! If they actually partnered with Steam, it'd be over. Because yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
because then you can
insane.
basically play. Because I
PC.
know PlayStation has exclusives on Steam,
Hmm.
or like they'll eventually go to Steam. So
Bro,
if
it's like
Xbox pairs with Steam, then you
it
can
is Steam just the
no more
powerhouse
consoles.
then? Yeah. Does that?
Pretty much.
That's what I mean. I feel like that's what it's gearing towards. The PC master race is what it seems like. That's so.
It always has been.
Yeah, definitely. That's absurd. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
so fascinating. I didn't know about that. Man, so you're telling me to buy Steam stock right now is what you're saying.
I don't know. I know Xbox and Microsoft, they've been a thing for a while. So it's like Xbox, Microsoft, Steam, like
It kind of just
that's
makes
a
sense.
giant
Yeah.
powerhouse.
Yeah, wow, that is so cool. Well, speaking of video games, some stuff that I actually have been paying attention to is one of my favorite indie games of all time, uh, Undertale, the
So cool.
co-creator, or not co-creator, the creator of Undertale has made a game called Deltarune. It has
Mhm.
one and two chapters out right now, but chapters 3 and 4 just semi or simultaneously released together, which is huge for
Mhm.
Undertale slash Deltarune fans. So that's one of my favorite indie games. It's one of my favorite games, period, Undertale. So I
Mhm.
am very ecstatic because I've actually only played chapter 1 of Deltarune because I've heard it was going to be chapter releases, and then I was like, I kind of just want to wait till all the chapters come out. But I know this isn't
Yeah.
even all the chapters, but it's still very exciting that there are 4 of them out now. So I think I've
Yeah.
given it enough time, and I kind of want to start playing it. So
Yeah.
it's exciting. I love Delta or Undertale, so yeah, it's such a
Is
great game.
so that is a single developer series?
Yeah,
It's not like a game company? Okay.
no, it's
That's
Toby
cool.
Fox. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I have fun games. I love the soundtrack. I've thought about getting it on vinyl just because it's really cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've been loving it, and so yeah, so that's it's cool. Actually, I went to Barnes and Noble Ben the other day, and it was very cool. I am a real big fan. Have I talked about Creepcast on the podcast before? A podcast channel I follow. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so yeah. Anyways, there are a bunch of these two YouTubers, Me Candy and Wendigoon, who have a podcast called Creepcast, where they pretty much go on Reddit, the subreddit. Oh, I forget what it's called. It's something sleep, I think. And so they go on the subreddit and they read creepypasta stories, basically like Jeff the Killer, other big famous horror stories, and they just basically read it together, and then they'll commentate over it, give their opinion and just their thoughts on
Mhm.
it. And so one of the creators of one series or of some series of stories was called Pen Pal, and he created that story. It got a lot of acclaim online that he actually started a Kickstarter to get it published, and he actually got it published. So he's selling. He has 2 of his stories being sold at Barnes and Noble. So I actually bought one of them today because I listened to the first 10 minutes of the Creepcast audio version of it, and it was so good and very scary.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, I need to get the book, and I just got it. I just picked it up, so I'm reading that right now. So,
How long is it?
dude, it's
It's
pretty
like pretty
long.
lengthy?
Yeah, it's like I have it right here. Actually. It is. It's pretty big. I mean, it's like
Oh, that's like a
yeah,
decent book.
yeah. I think it's like 200 something pages. Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
235. Yeah, 250. So I'm excited. It's gonna be cool reading that. I love supporting creators like that. So yeah, I think that's awesome. I don't know. It's been kind of it's been a weird time for horror movies, Ben. I just saw Bring Her Back as well, which I doubt that you would watch because you told me how much you hate horror movies. And Ben, there are two scenes in this movie that were genuinely I genuinely had to look away from. Like I thought the first movie that
See,
these movies made,
like
but oh my, Ben, like if I described it to you, I think you'd have a hard time like hearing it. I mean, unless
I
you
probably
want me
would.
to.
See, that's why I don't like. Why do people willingly go and see these things?
Well,
Like, not that you know they're gonna have these scenes in
yeah.
them, but like,
Well, one, I think it's cool in an artistic sense. I think it's really cool that a lot of the stuff they do is practical, and seeing
yeah,
how
I can get behind
they
that.
can put a knife in somebody's mouth and like chew on it,
All right,
and then like
all right, okay, all right.
it's very
Like,
cool.
no, props to them for like being able to replicate that without actually, injuring someone
Yeah,
or torturing someone. But like me, the average Joe, I don't wanna ruin my night and my
you.
sleep for the next couple days thinking about
But
that.
it's such a cool story, man. That's what I've always said. I think horror movies are my is the most impressive and hardest genre to get right because I think it's
You
very
know,
impressive to get a reaction like that out of somebody, and I think that's an
I
incredible
keep
feat.
seeing behind the scenes for the Final Fantasy, a lot of the Final Fantasy deaths, not
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy, Final Destinations.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's kind of impressive how they do it.
It is. It's
Like
really
they
cool.
look legit, but it's just,
Did you see
and
the
then it's like just people laughing.
yeah, did you see the MRI one? Or the
No,
behind the scenes
wait,
for that
yes,
one?
yeah, I did.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
one was
did.
really cool. But no, it's really cool. Like it's so fun seeing the magic that is used, the tricks that they do and how they make it look real. It's so awesome. Like the lawnmower
Like
scene, I think is really cool.
I saw that one too. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's really
like
cool.
I would pay to go see a movie where it's just behind the scenes, so I can appreciate how they did it without actually being
Seeing
in a
it.
situation where I think it's real.
Yeah. But I mean that's what you gotta know.
I
You
would do.
gotta know that that's what's so cool about it. It's like that you know that you're saying you're what you're seeing is obviously fake, but it's so
Yeah.
cool how it looks so real. Like that's what's so fun for me, is seeing that and I'm like, wow, I'm trying to think to myself while I'm watching this, how was he able to bite on a piece of wood and have his teeth fall off without actually
Oh,
hurting his teeth? And it's so cool.
yeah.
So I think it's really interesting. There was a famous scene or I actually just saw behind the scenes of I was watching because obviously the Superman movie's coming out soon, and I was watching a reaction or not a reaction, but a breakdown of the original Superman from the '70s with
Yeah.
Marlon Brando as Superman's dad Kal El, and there's a scene that I thought it's so cool stuff like this. There's a scene where he's like where Superman's flying down, and then in like it's a one shot he flies down, and then in the same shot the camera pans and like in 7 seconds he's like dressed up as Clark Kent on the other side of the door. And
Yeah.
it's like, how is he able to do it? And then they explain that like that was actually like a digital screen that they had in the background of him flying down and then landing. And then they use like the bushes and like brush and like shrub or whatever it's called to like hide the edge of like the digital screen. And then he like comes around.
Oh.
And so it's just like, it's so cool how like they're able to do stuff like that. So
For
I
some
don't know.
reason, I don't know why, but in like not in more like tame normal movies where it's like
Hmm.
not like a really intense action and it uses a lot of CGI or something, just like a I don't know, normal movie. For some reason, I've been paying attention a lot to like the camera work,
Hmm.
and I'm like, sometimes I'll like get myself in a situation where I'm trying to picture how the camera's set up and how
Hmm.
they do a shot. Because sometimes it's just one like 3 minute long shot and they're
Yeah.
moving constantly. So I try to imagine like what's going on behind the camera, all the rails and people. I don't know why I do that, but
No, it's
I think that's
fun.
really
It is
interesting.
really cool. I'd
Yeah,
love to be on the set when they're doing all that. And that's why it must be so fun as an actor too, getting to see the finished product and being like, wow,
yeah,
like this was not how half of it went down. And that's what I think
yeah,
makes being an actor so hard is that we're like, oh, of course it's so easy because like look at what they're immersed in, but it's like especially like when it's like maybe like a character being like around a bunch of CGI things and it's like
yeah.
you're just surrounded by blocks and like people in green suits and so it's like you have to
Mhm.
actually like imagine that somebody's there, so I think that's really
Yeah.
cool. I really hope, Ben, for the Dawn to Dawn movie that they show us like some behind the scenes again stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like the other one. Didn't For the other one though, didn't they show it at the beginning of the movie,
Yes,
right?
which I thought was
Okay.
kind of annoying. I hope that they do it
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
end, but yeah, yeah, it is what it is. But Ben, I mean, since we
yeah.
were still talking about games and like Delta Rune coming out, we didn't talk about one of the biggest things in gaming right now. The Nintendo Switch 2 finally released.
Oh gosh, not this.
Are you
I have
I
heard not so good things about it.
really?
Yeah. I think the main things, or I saw what's that one? I watched the guy's video uh, who does like
Is it the before you
destructive
buy?
tests.
Oh, destructive test.
Like
No.
he does durability tests with like tech products. I think it's like Jerry Rigs It or something.
Let me look him up.
But he does it for the iPhones, he does it for all these consoles.
Oh, is it Jerry Rigs Everything?
Yeah, yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah, he
And
did. Can the Switch Joy-Con survive the durability?
so to reduce like the chances of the screen cracking, they used a plastic screen which scratches very easily. Like
No.
everything on the
Oh.
console scratches very easily, and I saw a bunch of people online, like on Twitter, they were showing how they just been like handling it for a day, and it looked like it was a 4-year-old console. Like it gets really dirty really fast. It scratches very easily. Um, what else? I heard people were complaining that the UI looks almost the same to the first Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the one cool thing that I liked about it is in the buttons, like the ABXY buttons. The In the video, he starts cutting into it, and the letters in the buttons they go throughout the whole button. So like if it wears down
Whoa.
over time, it you like the letters won't fade because it's like in the button. I thought that was
Yeah.
really cool for some reason. Um,
Have people said
I
anything
know
about
people.
stick drifts?
Yeah, I think stick shift is still a thing
That's
because
crazy.
they're using. So there's different ways that joysticks can work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the most common one is like a mechanical joystick where it relies on like mechanical inputs.
Yeah.
But the what causes stick drift is it's not necessarily the like joysticks failing, it's just dust and debris getting into the mechanism which causes it to like mess up the input or it thinks it's
Yeah, it
doing
thinks
an
it's
input when
doing.
it's not.
Yeah.
So what more advanced and expensive joysticks do is they have magnetics and they use something called the Hall effect, which is what magnetic controllers and like motors use to determine
Oh
position.
shit.
And yeah, and with those, like you can't like dust and debris can't interfere with the magnetics inside of it, which determine position. So you won't get stick drift with those, but it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And
It's the
everyone was complaining that
manufacturer.
they didn't upgrade to that
Uh-huh.
in the Switch 2. Um, that's another thing. I heard people complain about the game prices, like everything's like $80 still.
Yeah.
Especially the Mario Kart, it's like $80,
Well,
which I
that's
don't.
that's also what I heard, and I heard like even this tutorial that you needed like a bunch of add-ons and stuff like that to even complete the
Yeah,
tutorial, which I think is crazy. But
yeah.
I will say there has been some cool stuff that I've seen, like the voice chat's finally a thing. But then again,
Yeah, the
you could
voice chat,
argue
the
that that should have
webcams,
been a thing already. That should have been
yeah.
a thing already. Because I remember,
It's
oh
kind
my
of just like
gosh, yeah,
the bare minimum for
exactly,
a gaming console. Like why wouldn't it
exactly,
have voice chat? I
yeah.
think the webcam support is cool though.
Mhm.
That's something like that I just didn't expect,
Who was I?
at least on
I was
release.
talking to our buddy Matthew, and what he told me, what I thought is so cool, is what about the if you remember for the Wii, you know how it has that like sensor for the controller? How
Yeah.
apparently you can accomplish the same thing with literally just a candle,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I thought
The
was
way those work is
insane.
it's so do you remember on the Wii
Yes, yeah.
that bar? So all that is it's two infrared sensors
Yeah.
or they're emitters. So the controller is the sensor and it's all the bar is the positioning thing. So the bar emits these two like infrared signatures, right?
And so it just has
And so it
that's
positions it.
it
So
puts
the
the
candles do the
position.
same thing, like light. There's a certain amount of infrared that's emitted from flames. So if you have two, it still works as a positioning.
That's so cool. So you don't even need a.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Nice.
That is so cool.
But on that same topic, I guess you can use it's not infrared, but you can use the Joy-Cons as a mouse. I've seen people make attach like I forgot what sensor it is, but like you can use it as a pointer the
Hmm.
same way you use it as a mouse. You
Yeah,
use a mice on your computer. So people make attachments where you put the Joy-Con in and you can use it as a mouse on your Switch, which is interesting.
it's crazy. This world, man.
Yeah.
People
But
are impressive.
aside from all like the design points, I think when it comes to running games, it works pretty well. I saw a comparison between Cyberpunk on a PC and on the Switch,
That is true.
and it
Yes.
looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, the ray tracing was a tad bit off.
Uh-huh.
Um, but other than that, like I think it runs pretty well. And I think it had a 2 hour battery life running Cyberpunk on like max settings,
Oh wow.
which is pretty impressive.
So this isn't something that you're gonna be getting anytime
Oh, I'm
soon.
not getting this. People still say, like, a lot of people that I've seen talk about it, they say that you should just get a Steam Deck,
Mm.
um, because it's just better overall.
Dude, I've thought of getting a Steam Deck, but just
I just don't
because
know
I
when I'd use it, to be honest.
yeah, that's true. I feel like I don't travel and I do travel a decent amount, but not anymore. Maybe in high school, but I think the Steam Deck is cool because there's a lot of indie games that I would definitely play with it. Like again, the Undertales, the
Yeah.
Deltarunes. I've been playing Enter the Gungeon, Binding of Isaac. So I think it'd be fun for a lot of
Like
indie games. But does it run like AAA games pretty well? I see on here it has like Doom, uh, R6,
the
R
Switch or the Steam
the
Deck.
Steam Deck.
Yeah, no, I mean, it runs basically like a computer,
That's wild.
which is pretty nice.
How much are these things? Only oh, it's like 900,
I think they're
600.
a tad bit more expensive than the
Yeah.
Switch.
You can get on 469 at Amazon. Okay. It's not crazy. I forgot
Like, I just
PlayStation
don't know
has
how to
one too.
justify. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone has their own version of these. I just can't, like me personally, I
Yeah,
can't justify
justify it.
getting one.
Yeah. I agree. It's just yeah, especially because yeah, we don't travel enough. And that's why I don't even use my Switch anymore. It's such a shame because I love the Switch. I think it's such a cool concept that you could just plug and play
It
anywhere.
is. I mean, I think they definitely because the Switch was not. I guess these handheld gaming things have been around for a while, but I feel like the Switch was the first one to kind of
Yeah, to be like big games that you could play portably.
yeah. Especially with I think the Joy Cons were such a cool thing at first.
Hmm.
I think they still are. I just feel like no one really uses them as they were intended to. Like they just kind of keep them on, and then
Yeah,
occasionally when they have people over, they'll whip them out and they'll play party games.
flip it out.
But
Yeah.
I think just the Switch in general, it's kind of it's for the occasional gathering where you want to play something. It's pretty handy.
It is very handy. I definitely enjoyed it. I remember at TCU whenever I would play with friends, we would have tournaments for it, or Wii Sports, or Just Dance, or it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I
But
think
yeah,
yeah, and because in high school, like just bringing that to school and playing Smash in the morning or whatever, just during
yeah,
classes, that was really fun. So I guess it might just be
yeah, age thing
an
now.
age thing
Yeah, we
because
kind
I'm
of.
sure
That's what I
people
was
in
saying.
school,
Yeah,
yeah,
when I have a kid, maybe I'll get think of getting it. But
the Switch 4,
Switch 4. Yeah, yeah, the Swatch. But
yeah,
but yeah.
that's yeah,
So that's funny. Dang. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it is getting an old thing and getting older in video games in general. I don't know how we got on this tangent, but yeah, it sucks. I don't know. I miss being those days where I would be like, oh, these games are coming out like oh, like kind of how I am for movies now. All these movies are coming out. All these games are coming out in July, August. Like all this is
yeah.
what's coming out in fall. It's like all I got to look forward to is a crappy Black Ops 7, which got revealed today, and I was like, this looks like garbage, bro. I looks so bad.
I I'm as much as I enjoyed playing COD back in the days, I'm very surprised that they still have a giant base. Like I feel like
I
people
think
just buy it
Warzone
because of
helped
the
a lot.
name.
I think 100% the name, 100%. And I don't think there's been a big enough competitor. It seems like Battlefront started to maybe gain traction, but they take forever to come out with games, which you can argue is a good thing. But when they did come out with games, they weren't that successful. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And, or maybe like what other arcade shooters are there? I mean, I feel like there was X Defiant, but X Defiant was like popular because it was in a period where COD was like really bad.
Yeah, I mean,
And then as soon as
Titan
Black Ops 6 came out,
Titanfall was big, Halo was big, and they're just not really around as much anymore.
yeah. You know, I kind of want to try Splitgate 2. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it, like unironically.
Really.
People are like, it feels like Titanfall 2,
And
like the movement in it.
and to be fair, I feel like I would be playing COD a lot more if I had it on PC. I think
Yeah,
having it on, I don't know. I think eventually I'm gonna have to make the switch fully over to PC and stop using my console. But yeah, I feel like that's because I would love to stream, bro. I would love to do that. But I'm like, what am I gonna stream on my PC? That I play everything on my PlayStation.
yeah.
So I'm like,
I mean, I don't use. I always think about this that I sat in line for 13 hours getting an Xbox, and I don't even. I don't use it anymore.
yeah,
Like the only thing I'm going to use it for is for GTA 6,
yeah, yeah. And who knows?
because
By the
I'm
time
not.
that comes out, man, might need a new
I'm not
Xbox.
upgrading my PC. Like
Yeah, that's
because
true.
if I upgrade my PC, I'm basically spending the money to
Get a.
spending the money to get a graphics card, a CPU, a motherboard,
Mhm.
plus GTA 6, which is probably gonna be like $120.
You think the game's gonna be that? You don't think it's gonna be 70?
It's gonna be expensive. There's no way.
That'd be all. Yeah. No,
If
it's gonna be a
Joseph, if
crazy day, man. You're not
if
gonna be able to
Mario
get that
Kart
game.
on the Switch is $80,
Yeah.
there's no way that GTA 6 is less than
It's
that.
80. It's like straight up base 80.
Yes,
Are you serious? That's
that's what
insane.
everyone's complaining about. Like, there's no way that's worth it.
That is, yeah, that cannot be. I don't even. Wow, it is $80. That's ridiculous.
Like, in no world would I pay $80 for Mario Kart.
Yeah, no,
There's no world.
that's ridiculous.
Like that is a game that you play whenever you have people over.
Yeah, yeah,
No world.
yeah. That's not true. I remember weird guy, cool guy. He's doing great things now. He's doing sports broadcasting for the Orlando Magic now, so good for him. But I went to Arizona with this guy. He's a real chill
Yeah.
guy. He's kind of awkward, but he sat in our hotel room at night and would just sit there and would just play Mario Kart on a Switch.
By
And
himself?
yeah, by himself.
Like how do you
I don't know, but hey, he was a nice guy. Power to him. Power to him. So, but I was just like, really? That's what you're playing on your Switch alone right now? Not like Pokemon or literally anything else? But no,
that's so interesting.
yeah, no hate, I guess. So, yeah, that's crazy. Wow, that's wild. Switch 2, crazy console. But Ben, as we move on and talk about more, we can get into some anime stuff right now, I guess. Ben, how does it feel? I know you know because you've been sending them in the chat, but we have it's officially a year since we've been to Japan.
Yeah. Does not feel like a year, to be honest.
It literally feels like a fever dream, and it's so depressing getting these snaps of like just us a year ago being there, and I'm just like it's getting to the point where I hate just aging and like this because I feel like my memory like I feel like there's now like blank spots in like what we did in the trip, and I'm just like,
Yeah. Oh, there for sure is.
yeah,
That's why you have to take pictures.
yeah, and the video.
You just
That's why
forget
I'm glad we
everything.
vlogged it and things like that. I
Yeah.
was actually going through my vlog camera because I recorded when I did the bleach thing, and I was going through the footage on my storage thing. Um,
Yeah.
actually, right here, and I was like, oh my god, like there's all the unedited like Japan stuff that because I trimmed it down a bit in the vlog, and I want to go through it again because there's so
You know
many funny
what's
conversations that we recorded that I was like, this can't go in the pod, this can't go in the vlog. So
I
yeah.
see I see a lot of people, like streamers mainly, what they do is they'll have their Twitch account and they have a YouTube account and a TikTok account, right?
Mhm.
On the TikTok account, they'll take clips from the stream and post it.
Yep.
on the YouTube account, they'll make a
A
video
VOD.
out of a stream and then
Yeah.
post it. And then they have another YouTube account where they just post the entire stream. So they have all these different accounts just posting
It's a money, dude.
all the time.
It is. It's a game, bro.
It's free.
It
If you have
is
a
free.
if you have an audience, it's free.
I'm watching this. It's so like I'm finally. I don't know if it's because I'm having a bit more free time or just like I need stuff like on TikTok and stuff. I'm slowly getting back into the Phase guys. So I've been getting a lot of like. I used to watch Phase Adapt a lot, and then like the new guys
Yeah.
like Stable Ronaldo, Jason Lewin, those guys, and I'm just like it's crazy that they're our age and how much money they're getting for all they do is just have somebody record them, and then they
It's
have the whole VOD uploaded on YouTube, and then like you said, another like
yeah,
Adapt will have like another channel where it's like 20 minutes of the live stream of like a segment of what they're doing, and
yeah.
then all
It's
the clips channel, and I'm like. It's insane. Like, why would you ever? And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, my YouTube channel's just kind of abandoned. He's like, I only have 6 mil subs on this, and he's like, I haven't uploaded in 8 years. But he's like, it's like, why would you go back to that when all you?
yeah.
It's crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, but and it's yeah,
It's like it's such a niche thing though. Like
yeah.
I feel like there's not a lot of people who are really popular on Twitch that just play games anymore.
Hmm.
Like they just they just like they just live life well, and then someone's recording it.
But it's also
But
kind
they're
of
able to
like
do all these cool things. Like
I don't. I
it's
feel like that's something that you might get burnt out of fast, though. I'm curious to see how long these guys stay around because it's. I mean, there's guys who've been doing YouTube like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, the Smosh guys that are still around
yeah,
today. But I'm very curious to see how it works out with these Twitch streamers because we're just kind of seeing the
yeah,
era of it start. Because that's the thing, they rely so heavily on doing content daily.
yeah,
And I'm like, that has to get old fast. I mean, like, there's a reason why I feel like all the Phase guys are so popular is because they're all like our age. They're all 22, and it's like they have nothing else to do but this. So it's like, of
yeah.
course, and they're young. They can just keep going for like ever. But I'm just like, it's a lot, dude. And then especially when you want to start like a family and life and things like that. So
I mean, I'm sure like their game plan is just to do this as long as they can
get
because
enough
it's
money.
just
Yeah,
it's basically
exactly.
free money,
Hmm.
and then they can just retire. They could probably retire. Half these guys could probably retire right now.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I just saw Stable Ronaldo, who's I think younger than us. He's like probably 21, 22,
Yeah, he's like,
and
yeah,
he just bought Adapt one of the other Phase members a limited edition Batgirl Rolex. And I'm like,
that's
that you're buying
insane.
somebody a Rolex right now,
Like
and it's only
the
you're
amount of
our
money,
age. That's,
the amount of money you have to just like straight up just buy a
for
Rolex
a
for fun.
friend, yeah,
That's insane.
exactly. Just yeah, it's
Like
wild.
and all these guys have accountants too and like financial advisors. So it's not like they're being stupid with their money. Like
No,
obviously
yeah, especially because
they ask them
Phase
like, "Hey,
Clan's
can
like
I do
it's a
this?"
management. Yeah, they have a team, and
Or
yeah,
they even called them. It's like, "Hey, you need to spend some money. Go buy something." It's insane to me.
yeah, and it's crazy too because you probably write off so much of that as business expenses and things like that,
Oh, 100%.
and that's why it's like it's insane, bro. So we need to get into
100%.
the
You
Twitch.
know,
We're too yeah, the Twitch games.
if you start a business, if you make an LLC, like you make your own company,
Hmm.
and you say that your office is your apartment or your room in your apartment, you can declare like part of your rent a business expense to run your company.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like tax loopholes and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which
That's
is
crazy. That's yeah. I mean
we gotta make this an LLC at some point.
I do. We need to. Can we please? This is a business.
Yeah, I
How
think
would
you can do
that?
it for free.
Yeah. How would that work if we're like, it's digital? And we're especially because we'd be co-owners, right? We split it 50-50, I'm hoping. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. That's yeah. I'd be down to just do it. Just to say I'm a CEO.
Mm.
Um,
I'm a co-CEO.
co-CEO. Yeah, exactly. That'd be funny. But yeah, so the Twitch game is crazy. But like I said, I feel like I'm very curious to see Ben 10 years from now where all these guys are at. Because I mean, look at Ninja already. I don't even know what he's doing now. Is he even on Twitch? Is he on Kick or something like
Still
that?
streams.
Yeah, so I'm
I feel like he's just been doing a lot more random stuff though.
yeah. But yeah, I mean look at it. I mean Speed, Jinxie, they kind of all were gamers and now they all kind of do life stuff too. It's
I'm
crazy.
sure a lot of these people are gonna end up like PewDiePie, because PewDiePie he was on YouTube like before streaming got pretty big.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but he was like one of the biggest on YouTube.
Yeah. Well now what I'm
So
even seeing, Ben, what's even crazier to me is there's Twitch channels that just recycle content 24/7. Like PewDiePie
yeah,
has a Twitch channel that like he's streaming right now, but it's a video from like 10 years ago where he's playing
yeah. I think.
they're like 24/7 Twitch streams and he has like right now it's not a lot, but it's 152 people watching. It's like
I mean,
that's
you know how long it takes for just a normal person to get that many viewers? Like
yeah.
that's
There's another channel that I follow, the Trash Taste Podcast guys. They have a podcast channel going for 24 hours, and there's 64 people watching right now. But it's just like that's crazy, and they have
yeah,
like
it's
so many followers.
because with Twitch, revenue comes from, your revenue depends on
Hmm.
like how many viewers you have, and then also
Yeah.
like your chat. I know chat's an effect in that too.
Hmm.
And then also subscriptions. So like those 24-hour streams, you have to be stupid to subscribe to those, I feel
Yeah.
like.
I wouldn't.
And then like people like I'm sure they're generating some money, but it cannot be as much as a regular stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. But so that's just that's crazy. Yeah. I would love to. I don't know. I want to get an office or something one day. That was always my dream. Like if I to have an office. But then again, I don't know. I don't want to live stream, man. Like getting swatted and just all the other random stuff you have to deal with. It's just I feel like a little too much. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, Ben. I do have a little bit of anime news
Yeah.
to
Let's
shift.
talk about some actual stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean, this was great. I've
Kidding.
been enjoying this. Um, oh yeah. So pretty much, Ben. Creepy Nuts, obviously a big band right now. I obviously Call of the Night season 2 is coming out. They did the intro for season 1 of Call of the Night, and it turns out they're coming back to do the season 2 intro as well. And so I'm excited, but
Is
it
it?
is a bit of a slower song. So it's a very
Yeah.
much of a vibe switch from all the other music that they've done. But I'm excited to fully hear it. I've only listened to like snippets, so I haven't heard the full song, but it sounds promising, so I'm excited. But I'm really happy for Creepy
I feel like
Nuts.
Creepy Nuts is such a hit or miss. Because sometimes like they have really good songs, but then sometimes it's just the most annoying thing. Like the Mashable song, I hate that.
Why? It's a
Hate
fun
it so
song.
much. No.
It's a good party song. Like if I was in Japan and that was on, oh, I'd be bumping. It'd be fun.
That's just it. I can't. I hate it.
It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to love it. But yeah, so we'll see how the song goes. This one definitely I don't think you'd think is annoying, but it's definitely just, it's quieter, it's slower. So interesting. Hopefully maybe that'll have to do something with the tone of the anime this season. So that's
Yeah.
something to keep in mind. But that will actually be coming out, I believe, July 5th. So that's something to look forward to. But Ben, um, oh my God, wait, speaking of July 5th, I think Call of the Night, I don't know if it's dropping July 5th, actually, I kind of lied. But there are three rom-com animes by Cloverworks dropping July 5th.
Yeah.
It's a huge time for romance anime, Ben. That being Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus, which is a continuation of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Then we have the newcomer, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, which longtime supporter and podcast or longtime supporter of the podcast Weezums has said that he's very much looking forward to this. And then of course we
That's
have Heavy Hitter Dress Up Season 2. But what were you saying, Ben?
yeah. The Fragrant Flower one, I remember a while ago, I was trying to remember the name of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't because I was trying to talk about it. But yeah, that one is a really big. That's probably gonna be the biggest romance of the season,
Over
next to Dress
Dress
Up.
Up?
I mean, people have said that like that is the best romance series
Oh, like
that is out.
manga? Fragrant Flower.
Yeah, yeah,
What? How have I never heard of
yeah.
this? Oh, whoops. Hang on, I need to look this up. This is this is crazy. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this manga before.
Yeah.
Why does she look like a child?
Everyone swears it's like the best. It's about a girl and a boy who are in. One's in an all boys school, one's in an all girls school,
Ooh.
and they have a kind of like rivalry going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Wow. Interesting. Well, that's. Are we gonna have to watch two
I'm watching
romance?
it.
Oh, okay. So it's out. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
watching it. We have a lot to watch in July, Joseph.
Do we? What? Let's think. We got Bleach or not Bleach? Don to Don. We got Dress Up. We got Fragrant Flower. What else is coming back? Sakamoto Days, right? Is coming back? Or no. Is
Yes.
Kaiju number 8 coming back? Is that
Is it?
is that July? I think
Wait,
it's coming.
if it is, there's actually so much.
Let me see. I know Kaiju 8 number 8 is coming out soon.
Oh, speaking of kaiju number 8 only has 2 chapters
That's
left in the
I'm
manga.
actually glad. That's yeah, I saw that. That is crazy. Number 8. Season 2 come out. July 19th, bro.
July.
19th.
Then there's the new one, the Gachi Kuda or
That's
something.
coming out already too? I thought that was January.
Yeah.
Oh
No, it's like July
no, we're
10th.
so cooked. We're so cooked.
Joseph, there's a lot. It's like
I'm actually gonna
I
need
feel
to
like we
write
could
all this
honestly get
down.
it to 10 shows if we wanted to.
I need to write all this down actually. Okay. And then do we say Sakamoto Day? Is that actually coming out?
I think so.
Oh god. Okay, My Dress Up season 2, Fragrant Flower, Dawn to Dawn. Well, Dawn to Dawn will be good season 2 because we all have seen the first 3 episodes. So that'll give us a little bit of time.
3 week head start. We're still gonna watch it anyway.
Of course, yeah, that's true. What is the other? Is it called? What's the manga called or the new one? Guy something.
Gachi Kuda or something.
Let me see. Manga Guy. Yuda.
Other than Sakamoto Days.
Oh, Guy.
Fire Force is still gonna be going on.
Oh, is it? No,
Wait.
it's taking a break. It's coming back in January.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So
Oh, you're right.
okay. So we're at what did we say? Sakamoto Days. Kaiju number 8. Okay, then we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Oh, Doctor Stone's coming back, so I'm gonna be watching that.
Okay, you'll be watching that. That's yeah.
Just for
Unfortunately,
somewhere.
and you're gonna have to be reading Steel Ball Run all of this is going on, Ben.
Gosh.
Let's see. Summer anime releases. 2024.
I found a Reddit thread. Here we go.
Oh, Rent a Girlfriend. Rent a Girlfriend. Sakamoto Days.
Gongdon, Gachikakuda, Dress Up, Sakamoto, Kaiju.
Yeah, Rent a Girlfriend.
Do we put Call the Night, right?
We didn't put Call of the Night. Ben, we're at
Oh
8
my God.
shows. We're at 8 shows.
I'm telling you, Fragrant Flower.
Oh my god. I think the new Rent a Girlfriend, the one by the author, comes out too. I don't know if we're gonna watch that though. Okay, well so far we're at 8. That's insane. That is crazy.
Shield Hero Season 4. I haven't watched that in a while. I kind of miss Shield Hero. That was good.
Crazy claim. Okay. Well, I'm seeing 8. I don't really plan on watching Rascal. Sakamoto.
So is it 8 without Rascal?
Yes.
That's insane still.
Yeah. So the 8 that I have here are I have My Dress Up, Fragrant Flower, Dawn to Dawn, Gachiakuda, Sakamoto Days, Kaiju number 8, Rent a Girlfriend, and Call of the Night. Wow. 4 of those are rom-coms, Ben.
I'm gonna be so burnt
Fifty
out.
percent are of our anime are that's right. Random Reborn as a Vending Machine season 2 is coming out as well.
We'll be watching that. Yeah.
That's getting a season 2. Wow. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think anything else that I'm seeing here. Yeah, no, nothing else that I'm seeing. But that's fine, dude. Eight is eight's a lot,
This
man.
is.
It's a lot. This is genuinely going to be our busiest, I think, summer.
I think.
Wow,
Yeah, it definitely is.
that's crazy. All right, Ben. Well, enjoy the rest of June because once we hit July, we're running. We're hitting the ground running. So
Hmm.
that's crazy. But I mean, that's pretty much all the anime news I got, Ben. But however, I did want to ask you before we head out, unless you have any more anime news or anything like that.
Nope.
No, wonderful. I did want to ask you, Ben, as you are supporting a Tesla head on your a Tesla hat on.
It's
What's what do you
only hat I have.
what do you think of all this Elon Trump stuff, man?
I think it's funny.
It
I think it's
is.
really funny.
It is pretty funny. I saw some memes that were pretty good, but I can't remember any of them off the top of my head. But they're very funny. They're like this is like I saw one on TikTok and it was like this is my Gojo and Seto moment.
That's funny.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I think it's silly.
it is what it is. Yeah, we don't have to. I was joking. We didn't have to get political here on the podcast. Hmm. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got, Ben. I think this was a pretty good episode. I'd say we got a lot of it was good. It was good getting to catch up and talk to you about whatever's been going on. So yeah, it's been awesome. I'm glad it's official that we've done way more episodes than the Talk to a podcast. So I think just this podcast longevity needs to be studied.
Yeah. Haley Welch did make an appearance online recently.
Did she
She was
actually?
MIA for a while.
Wow, she made it to 20 episodes though.
Good for her.
So yeah, we beat her. That's good. Um, Speaking of that, Ben, I have been watching some trash TV. Have you ever watched a show on Drewski's called Have you? Do you know what I'm
I
talking about?
that one, yes, with the girls or what?
Yes. It's so bad, Ben.
I,
It's so funny. You
is it an actual series?
so it's basically I forgot what it's called. It's called like Love. Oh, what's it called? Let me see. But I was watching it with my sister because she's watched the whole thing, and I've watched. Oh, it's called Could Have Been Love. I watched a season of. I started watching a season of The Bachelor with her. It was because, or yeah, so it's called Could Have Been Love, and it's basically like The Bachelor. And so, if you're unfamiliar with what The Bachelor is, for anyone watching, it's a guy who goes on a show. It's a reality TV show. A guy goes on a show, and there's a bunch of beautiful, attractive women who their whole point there is that they are trying to get married. He's trying to find his love, his wife. So he brings on like 50 or not 50, that's an exaggeration, probably like 20, 30 girls. And then each episode is kind of like Total Drama Island style where he gives a rose to every girl except for one. And then it dwindles down until we get to one girl left, basically. And that's the girl that he marries. He takes them on dates, whatever. And then he's trying to find his wife, right? And so, Ben,
Yeah.
I was eating this shit up, bro. I was eating this like trash TV up, like, garbage. And it turned out, Ben, I was so upset because one of the seasons I was watching, if we have any female viewers out there, maybe they know what I'm talking about, or any guy viewers. But so there was a season, Ben, and the whole main thing, it was this really buff white guy, and the whole thing that he was a virgin, right? So he was coming on the show, and that was like a big topic amongst the girls, like, oh, why is he a virgin? Like, da 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 da. And so they were all like, oh, maybe who's gonna get to sleep with him, do all this stuff. And then
Hmm.
it turns out, Ben, after the show ended, I never finished the season. I find out he marries one of the girls, but then, Ben, I find out this dude is gay. And I'm like,
Drewski?
no, 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 no. This is like Bachelor, in the Bachelor. So
Oh,
I'm like,
I thought it's not Drewski.
no, 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 no. So I'm like, I wasted my whole time trying to see who this guy's gonna end up with just for him to turn out to be gay and like their marriage not mean anything. And so I was
What?
upset. And so Not because he was gay, just because I'm like, you're building up this suspense for him to marry his true love and find his true love, and then it's like, then it's for nothing, which, maybe my fault for believing in true love.
Yeah,
But anyways, so what the whole
injustice.
shtick of Could Have Been Love, Ben, is that it's Drewski, obviously, so he's a comedian, he's funny, but it's a bunch of girls that he's like they're like raunchy girls, Ben. Like it's like as if he picked up these girls from like a sidewalk on LA and just put them on a
I
TV
mean,
show. And it
they had
is
to apply for it, I'm
it
assuming,
is Ben,
right?
I don't know how they found these women, but it is so funny. I think like there is only like one or two conventionally like attractive women. Like the rest of them, a lot of them are like apparently what he calls studs, which are females who dress very similarly to males. So they're also
Oh,
part of the show. And
yeah.
and he gives each of them nicknames. It's so funny. It is so funny. You should watch like the first episode. Like I would love to watch it with y'all. Like the first episode. It's so gross. It is this. These women are just like it's disgusting. It's so funny. It is so funny. So yeah, it's a cool show. It's a cool concept. But if you're ever bored, Ben, and you want to throw in some background content, maybe that's something to consider. So
Well, I don't think.
yeah. So anyways, I don't know how we got to this topic, but yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless, I got nothing else for us today, Ben. I think this was a good episode. It was nice getting a chit chat, catch up, and
Mhm.
yeah, that's pretty much all I got, Ben. So, thank you all so much for watching this week's episode of the Otaku Brother Podcast. We're back, baby. Episode 126. Again, we know 125 episode will be coming out later this week or next week. So stay tuned for that. It's a good one. We had a special guest, and then next week, guys, we're gonna be having another special guest as well. So you guys are getting nice little treats this summer. So stay tuned for that. And thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. All the love. It's been awesome. So yeah, we can't ask for anything else. Thank you. I'm also gonna be having a video probably coming out about My Hero Vigilantes. So I wanted to talk about it. So
Oh, yeah.
some more because it's the anime of the year, IMO. So that was actually an idea, Ben. I was gonna say
Go for it.
maybe we should do that with Weezums next week. I think that's what we'll do. I want to do our predictions. Like I want to go through the anime like Crunchyroll awards and give our predictions for what's gonna win the awards next season.
Already?
Yeah, like even the
Don't
shows
usually do
that
that at the end of the
shows
year.
that haven't come out yet. Like just like our early
Okay.
predictions. Like this is like, and then so whenever we're like we can go back and see. I think that'd be fun.
We'll do early predictions, then actual predictions.
Yes, yeah. Once all the
And then,
nominees
okay.
are, yeah. So I think these would be fun to do early predictions. So like if we vote like best drama or romance, like we could say My Dress Up,
Yeah.
or we could say Fragrant or something like that. So I think that'd be fun. And then we'll put Wisdom's on the spot. We'll know about it right now, unless he gets this far into the podcast. So or maybe I'll.
He will.
Yeah, yeah.
I think. Yeah, Weezums definitely watches all of these.
Good for him,
Try
man.
to
I hope he listens to it while he's at the gym too. That's my hope. But all right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys. It's been a great episode. See you guys next week with Weezums. So yeah. Bye bye. Arrivederci.
Bye bye.
Boing boing. Oh yes.